A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete.
No, sir. Ooh, heard he too.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Eason. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Cover 4? What you in cover 4 for? On 2nd down.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed.
I ain't got no speed. I can't go deep.
Operating from the gun. Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go. Ready?
Off play action. Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
Good interior defense.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Orville.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, exit. Go.
From the gun, Eason. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They all play off-bound, but
Damn, I had him back there.
that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game. All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, #1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Hines. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Big stop, let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike 51. He's time to read. Check. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Be careful.
The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Eason, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason.
Oh, you got to hold that one, boy.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Newton now to throw. He will not. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Dunlap make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
Let's go. X3. 218. Chop. Get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Eason under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And some room to run now. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 30. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Powerful running, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll try the air now with Newton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
First down, Colts.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, Eason. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To throw on 2nd down, Eason. Campbell making the catch. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Christian, Travis.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This will be caught inside the 10.
14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Ready. Ready.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Newton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
152 fighter.
Give me some.
Five.
Check 15. Check 15. Alert 3.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Like that?
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch. Cluster.
Rivers now. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards.
I probably should have been having this motherfucker start. I ain't even played this motherfucker all year.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch twins.
Wait. 12.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the car. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch
Alpha.
Watch the ship. Check.
First down, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Go now. 60 or.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
Now.
They'll try to run with Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Back to throw. His defense continues to be good on 3rd
Damn
down.
it.
I mean, he's got a convoy, and
Fuck
he
me.
might be gone. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain there of 21 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make
I
that
don't
type of a catch.
I don't even play him. I need to play him next season.
That
Shit.
size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers.
Look kind of tall,
tight
ain't
end
he?
one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Darren Lee able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended
pass interference on that one.
Okay, partner, hyperbole a little, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season.
He hit him on the back of the helmet.
They've reacted, communicated.
He's smacking the shit out of you.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And Pascal's got it. And now look at this. Big gain. But
Oh, no. He was down, man. Y'all need to overturn that one.
At the 31-yard.
He was down, man. Shit.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the
overturn,
knee
baby. There we go.
Come out first.
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery. Eason, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And now here's
God damn, that motherfucker got some range.
Picked off by Von Bell. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still
he got some
here in
range.
his second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You got nothing. 54 is mine. 54 is mine.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Off the play fake. Eason.
Oh, he was just sitting there. Damn, I didn't see him sitting there.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard
Good game, man.
line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to
how
change
the
it.
fuck he get between them two balls?
They never get out of it.
Oh, man, how he get between both of them?
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 26, check 26.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
All day.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now to be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Let me see my phone real quick. I know my battery almost dead. Hmm.